The very first thing that you have to look at if you are looking for a SoFi credit card is to actually see if you can pre-qualify. And nearly everybody can pre-qualify. Not a problem. It doesn't depend on where you live in the country or your FICO score or whatever. So you want to automatically seek pre-qualification. You want to seek a soft pull, right? So again, it's all about making sure that you're preserving your FICO score. And the good thing about the SoFi credit card is that you are actually earning 2% cashback rewards and no annual fee. Okay, so when you really think about it, you are able to actually rack up cashback rewards. You are able to have no annual fee, and you are potentially able to have also a low APR overall. So we love that trifecta. We love that combo here. And what we love about the SoFi credit card is that actually you can keep more money in your pocket instead of wasting it on the annual fees that you would get with some other credit cards. When you really think about it, you can actually you see the thing is everybody thinks about 2%. When they think about SoFi, think about 2%, but you actually can rack up unlimited 3% rewards with every booking. So you can actually, if you use your SoFi credit card to book trips through the new SoFi travel portal, you actually can actually earn more. So I encourage you, if you are interested in having a relationship with SoFi in terms of their credit cards, to actually use their credit cards to do a lot of things, because their travel portal is actually powered by Expedia. So here, you have a newcomer in this industry, so you are able to earn 3%. This is really good. So in addition to all the cashback rewards in terms of regular cashback, but also in terms of travel rewards, you are able to have cell phone protection. So you can get up to $1,000 of complimentary cell phone insurance coverage. You have an app that is really, really great. That's what we love a lot. In only one app, so you can check your balance, you can pay your bills, you could do a lot of stuff from the mobile friendly SoFi app. Is really, really good. You got to check it out. It has racked up a lot of reviews, and so overall the SoFi credit cards is great. You have no foreign transaction fees. You have free credit score monitoring. You have World Elite MasterCard benefits in terms of FICO score minimum 575 all the way to 625, 575 to 625. So this is really good. So the question is, how easy is it to apply for a SoFi credit card? So I'm giving you here a few pro tips so you have a clear idea what you can do to actually boost your chances. Now, for the application process, you simply need to provide some basic personal information. And what will happen here is that upon approval, you can expect to receive your credit cards in the mail in 7 to 10 business days. And in some cases, they can actually send you a card within 5 days. It really depends on the backlog they have and the seasonality. And so the cool thing is once you are approved, SoFi does allow you to have the card in your digital wallet, so you can start making purchases on online. You can buy on Walmart, you can buy on Amazon. You can, you don't have to have the card in your hands, the physical card in your hand, before actually availing yourself of the possibilities that come with a card. So we love that a lot, and you can actually be approved anywhere from $200 all the way to $20,000. Now, SoFi does not actually, publish that high limits, but you can actually, we know folks who have received with SoFi up to $18,000. And if you want to qualify for a SoFi credit card, make sure you have a U.S. residential home address as your primary address, to be at least 18 years of age, and you need to have a valid mobile phone number and an email account. You need to have a verifiable name, date of birth, and social security number, and you need to actually meet SoFi's minimum credit requirements. Again, the requirements are 575 to 625 in terms of FICO score, in terms of your minimum income, $10,000 all the way to $15,000. So when we talk about today's topic, we're actually talking about SoFi credit card, and I'm actually sharing with you the latest eligibility hacks and like all the tips and tricks and everything you need to do. And it's important to understand that if you want to qualify real fast, you want to do the planning beforehand. So before you contact SoFi, you don't have to call them, because with SoFi, good thing is everything happens online. You don't have to. You can call them if you want to, but you can do things online, or you can do things even better. You can do things via your mobile phone. So seek pre-qualification. Do not apply right away. Anytime you want to apply for a SoFi credit card, you want to pre-qualify first. That way you can see if you have a chance or not. So when we talk about the steps you need to actually the actual steps you need to take if you want to qualify real quick, because earlier I was talking to you about pre-qualifying. Now let's say that you actually went through the pre-qualification. They give you 2 or 3 or 4 credit card offers, and you love the offers. What do you do to actually get the credit card that you want? Again, we're looking at $200 all the way to 20 grand. Who knows? You might even get higher than that. It's all about, with SoFi, there are no limits. It's all about your personal financial situation and how much you want as well. Okay, so when we talk about if you want to qualify for SoFi credit card, make sure you fill in your personal information properly. So we're speaking about your mailing address, first name, last name, all those sort of basic data. You have to mention your mailing address. Now, no PO box is accepted. You got to have your residential address. You got to actually, so the cool thing here is that you need to also verify your phone number. So they will actually verify your phone number. SoFi will send you a 6-digit code that you actually will actually enter in, because they have this thing called 2-factor authentication to make sure that, it's you, like you are really you. And so you want to fill in your financial information. So besides your personal information, you need to fill in your financial information. So things like your annual income, you need to enter how much you are spending per month on housing. So SoFi wants to make sure that you are actually, you have a good DTI. So when they ask for your housing expense or your mortgage expense for that matter, they're trying to see your disposable income. Obviously, besides housing cost, you do have also your everyday living cost. But again, this gives you like a mortgage, or let's say rent, gives SoFi a clear idea about your disposable income. So just make sure that you review everything before submitting. Do not actually click next or anything. Just review everything before you hit submit. And once you hit submit, the good thing is that, as I told you before, they are really fast. They will review your application real fast. But make sure that you are ready to provide additional information if requested. In some cases, SoFi will ask you to provide proof of employment, like a letter from your employer or something like this. Let me give you a certain bonus here. So the thing is that if you are trying to apply for a SoFi credit card and be approved ASAP, just make sure that you are aware that there are certain things that will impact your interest rate, for example. And there's certain things that, like, there are, like, when we talk about APR, your APR, so your financial information primarily and your FICO score are the 2 things that will determine your FICO score. SoFi can actually approve you anywhere from, like, if you're lucky, you can have a single digit, or single digits. Not really that complicated, as long as you are able to, like, if you have a clean FICO score, make sure that when you apply, or when you call SoFi, because you can call customer service, make sure that you tell them up front, listen, I would like to have a low APR because blah 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 blah. You need to justify that. So you know what, you don't have nothing to lose. You can just give it a try. But one thing for sure, that you can get a low APR if you ask for it. And if you are able to back up your request with your financial situation. And you cannot co-apply for a SoFi credit card. In other words, you cannot apply for a SoFi credit card with a co-signer. So if your financial situation is not really that decent, just wait 3, 4, 6 months before you apply. Don't say, well, I'm going to apply with my wife or my husband. No, SoFi does not allow this at this time. And you can actually, you also cannot apply for a SoFi credit card for your business. So it's one of those things when you're really thinking about today's topic, you're really having a conversation about how to apply for a SoFi credit card and get approved real fast. You cannot apply for a credit card for your business. And maybe SoFi in the next few years, who knows, maybe they might introduce an opportunity for business owners or startup owners, for that matter, to apply for a business credit card. But right now, you cannot actually do that. And also, you cannot also apply for more than one SoFi credit card under the same social security number. Okay, there is a restriction, so you cannot apply for multiple SoFi credit cards. If you have one credit, if you have one social, you only have one card. Okay, and so you may, however, be an authorized user or on another SoFi credit card. That really works. Sometimes you might be thinking, well, can I use my SoFi credit card to withdraw money at an ATM? Are there any fees for taking out a cash advance? Now, the thing is, we've basically do not advise you to use a credit card, any credit card for that matter, to withdraw cash at an ATM. This is a bad decision. But hey, listen, life happens. If you have to, you have to, right? So with SoFi, of course you can. Keep in mind that cash advances are subject to a 5% charge or a $10 minimum fee for each transaction, plus any ATM fees. And those cash advances are also subject to a higher interest rate than your standard APR. There is a minimum withdrawal amount of $40, as well as a daily limit of $1,000. So your total cash limit, including fees, is 30% of your total credit line. So depending on the line of credit that SoFi actually allocates to you, you know the limits that you have to have here. Now, the cool thing is that, what we love is that, of course, SoFi is charging you cash advance fees and all those kind of crazy fees, but there is no annual fee. So we love this a lot, at least not at this moment. You don't have to pay any annual fee on any SoFi credit card. This is kind of cool. And just make sure, if you want to increase your chances of getting a low APR and even have a credit line increase, if there is a change in your financial situation, you want to update your personal information, go through the app. And the cool thing is the app does have a series of steps. When it comes to UX, user experience, SoFi is really good. So you can just update your personal information, how much money you're making now. If you're making way more money than you were 2 years ago or 3 years ago or 3 months ago or whatever, just make sure that you put that in your SoFi personal account. And you also want to, so let's say if you change like your address, or now you're married and you're making like whatever can impact your financial situation and your personal information also, just make sure that you actually input that, because SoFi's algorithm constantly actually scours, I would say, cardholders' information to see if there is a plus or minus, and actually adjust your line of credit accordingly. Okay, and so, but overall, just make sure that you use your card responsibly and you are good to go. You can try a lot of things, and so the approach is, you try to have let's say a great credit score, great repayment pattern, or whatever. But what if your SoFi credit card was declining the first time around, because there is no guarantee that your SoFi credit card will be approved. I mean, you can have, who knows? Sometimes stuff happens. You can have a great credit score. You can have a great personal financial information. Like you can have a lot of like a great profile, but SoFi can still deny your ass. And it's really important to know the reasons why your SoFi credit card application might be declined, so that if it were to happen to you, you don't have to panic. You wouldn't have to panic. You would know exactly what to do. So your SoFi credit card application might be declined for a bevy of reasons. This could be due to a credit freeze. So you currently have a credit freeze associated with your file with Experian, because SoFi does pull Experian. So if you want to apply for a SoFi credit card, just make sure that you unfreeze your Experian credit score, a credit report. And you can also be denied due to excessive credit utilization. So your CUR is really high. So credit utilization ratio is kind of high. Remember that SoFi wants you to have anywhere from 40% all the way to 10% to the CUR. If you had in the past poor credit performance with SoFi, this would also could constitute grounds for your rejection. And also, if there is a collection action, lien, or judgment on your accounts, this on your credit reports, this could also can actually cause you to be denied, or you can be denied due to a garnishment or attachment. So based on the information provided on Experian, it appears that there is a garnishment or attachment that is preventing let's say maybe SoFi from approving your credit card application at the time, or it could be foreclosure or repo. So if you have a foreclosure process or repossession process ongoing, or they happen in the recent past, yes, if you've had a recent bankruptcy, SoFi is going to deny you. Or if you have a limited credit experience, SoFi also is going to deny you. So SoFi can deny you for, let's say, a constellation of reasons. So it's really important to know all those things so you're not surprised. SoFi could also deny your credit card application due to no credit file. So if you have limited credit experience, SoFi may be unable to approve your application. Okay, now SoFi defines credit experience by the number of open trades you have or how many revolving accounts are reflecting on your Experian credit file. So credit file, okay. So one thing I want to say here is that if SoFi actually denies you, do not actually say, nothing will happen. I can't believe I've tried everything, blah, blah, blah. Don't be discouraged. Do not panic at all. You always have the opportunity to reapply 30 days from now. So 30 days from the first time, just remember that anytime you apply for a a SoFi credit card, you actually are running the risk of having a hard pull. Okay, and the thing is that if you have a hard pull every 30 days, that's not a good idea. So just study how frequently you want to apply for a SoFi credit card. And SoFi can actually deny your credit card application due to other reasons, like there might be too many recent inquiries, or let's say your credit application is incomplete. There are certain things that are missing from your application, and this could be a possibility. Or in some cases, you can have a minimum score under the credit scoring system. In other words, if SoFi wants you to have a 575 minimum to 625, so you have to be in that range, and you happen to be outside, like at the lower range of that interval, you will be disqualified. And if you have excessive obligations relative to your income, this also could actually prevent you from being qualified in the first place. Okay, or if you are, or let's say, so when I talk about excessive obligations relative to income, I'm speaking here about your DTI, the debt to income ratio. You probably have heard that term before. And so this, if you have a DTI that is kind of high, so similar to your CUR. So if you have a DTI that is really, really, like, let's say above a 40%, going all the way to 50%, this might actually disqualify you. Or let's say you are unable to verify your identity, you are able to verify your physical address, you are unable to verify your income. So those elements could actually constitute grounds of rejection. So SoFi is going to reject your application. One thing I need to say here is that anytime you are denied, SoFi will send you an adverse letter, will explain everything to you, and you have the opportunity to actually to contact either SoFi or Experian, or even both, and ask for questions. Remember that you can call a number 1-888-397-3742, and you have the ability to actually ask more information about your Experian credit report and see what's really up there. Or you can call SoFi and ask for more information. This is totally possible, not a problem at all. Thank you so much for your attention. So I want to quickly recap here. So I've given you the latest hacks when it comes to SoFi credit card application and approval. So I gave you a glance into SoFi. I gave you a few pro tips, the steps you need to follow, the bonus you need to think about if you're thinking about SoFi credit card, how to be approved real fast. And I gave you the approach also you need to take if you want to apply successfully for a SoFi credit card. Thank you. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.